I had a woman come to me and she said she went on a date with a man and she said there were so many red flags. And so I said, well, tell me about some of them. She said, well, the first one was he didn't hold the door open for me when we went into the restaurant. He went in first. He didn't pull my chair out. And I asked her, now, is this really a red flag? Is this a deal breaker? Because to me, a red flag is a deal breaker. I said, could it be that this is a yellow flag? It's something to get curious about. She said, well, yeah, I mean, it's not a deal breaker. I said, then don't label it as a red flag. Label it as a yellow flag. You know, if it's so like almost a deal breaker, label it a orange flag, but it's not a red flag. I said, so what did you do? She said, well, I decided not to go out with him again. I said, you connected with a man. You communicated via text. You had a date planned and you're not going to go out with him because he didn't do things that you expected him to do. Is that right? And she said, yeah. You think that was wrong? I said, well, was there other things that he did or didn't do that made you uncomfortable? She said, no, but I want a man to act like a man. And I said, well, what does that mean? She said, well, I want him to treat me well. And I said, well, what does that look like? She said, well, I want him to be a gentleman, be courteous. I said, okay. So what would it be like if you said that to him? If you went to the door and maybe he didn't open the door for you and you let him know, I really, really appreciate it when a man opens the door for me. I really, really appreciate it when he pushes me into the chair. It makes me feel valued. It makes me feel feminine. And perhaps he didn't stand up when you went to the bathroom, and maybe that's something that's important to him. Let him know. Ask him, how do you like treating other people? Are you the kind of person to hold the door open? He might be dating so many women. I don't like to say so many, but I just did. He may be dating women or have gone out with women in the past who prefer to be an equal. They don't want a man to open the door for them. They want the first person to get there to open the door. And maybe he's used to women who got upset when he pulled the chair out for her. Maybe if he opened the car door for her, she didn't value or appreciate it and she got upset. So it's not a red flag. It's important to talk about things. Talk about your expectations. Ask him what his expectations are. Because most things that you're calling a red flag are really just a yellow flag or an orange flag. It means that there is space to find out what the intention is. I do think the majority of men and women, because I tend to work with heterosexuals, so that's why I say male and female and men and women, is that they're looking for a connection. They're looking for the right partner. I don't think a lot of people who go into dating do it to put someone in their place. And if they are, they need to heal first before they start dating. If you would like to learn more, I want to encourage you to head over to daretodatedifferently.com and get your dating tips. It's free. You'll have dating tips of how to stand out, how to attract, how to use dating apps to your best benefit so that you can get the results you truly want. I want you to be in a happy, loving, connected relationship. And I hope you want that for yourself too.